guys. Two videos in one day. Ain't you guys special? So, what we have before you is a VHF 2-meter mobile radio. It is a Kenwood TM-241 series VHF mobile. To me, it looks an awful lot like the 242. There's an idea for you. First off, we have the microphone. Bonus. Downer. No plug. That's going to be interesting, trying to figure out the wiring code for that. But that's no big deal. We'll figure that out. So, the microphone looks pretty much identical to the mic that comes with the realistic HTX 242. Very close, if not the same. The front looks a lot like the HTX 242. It's laid out a little bit different, but for your VFO memory megahertz, it looks an awful lot like one. Yeah, so what we'll probably do here, I think we'll do a side-by-side comparison of the guts of the Kenwood 241 versus the realistic, or the Radio Shack HTX 242. And personally, I don't think there's going to be too much difference between them. Might be a little bit, but I think it's going to be pretty much the same. Anyways, long story short, this radio was given to me. So I picked this one up last night from my good buddy, Mr. Dwayne. I do thank you very much for this. Great radio. And I've yet to power it up. I got the box manual, with the radio and everything before you. So, I guess first thing everybody wants to see is, do she power up? Well, I guess we'll find out. But before we do that, let's just say this particular radio, or series of radios, I would assume, the 241, 441, and 541. Apparently these guys suffers from LCD problems due to soldering between boards. But let's power up and see what we have here. See if the LCD is good or what, and we'll go from there. Anyways, let's power up, see what happens. Well, she appears... Oh, there we go. Just got back just like that. And you seen that on video. Awesome. Okay. So we got her back. You notice the voltage. Ooh. You see the lighting dimming there? Shouldn't be doing that. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's plunk her up a little bit so you can actually... Oh, got me in. Just like that. I have no idea what this is doing. No clue at all. It must be power. No clue what this is doing. Looks like it's scanning, kinda, maybe. There you go. Give her a smack. And she comes back. She must be scanning, is she? There you go. Scanning. Okay. Well. Alrighty. So all I did was tap her and she came back. So there's definitely a loose connection here. That's for certain. Let's see. Frequency megahertz. Let's see where she peter off to. Okay, so she does airband. Interesting. Does she receive on air? Let's put her on an antenna and see.
Signal Hill, NDB, unserviceable until September 24th at 2030 Zulu. Inform ATC that you have information November.
Yeah, that's interesting.
St. John's Airport, information November. Weather at 2100 Zulu. Wind 290
Nice.
at 13. Gusting 19.
Well,
Visibility 1.
so she does airband.
Dew clouds at 22. Unserviceable.
120 US a good frequency. Interesting. See if she picks up anything there on the APRS. She should. There is APRS transmitters around town, or at least there was. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, a minute or two there for it to see if she picks up here one. She should. Do 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 do. Anyway, let's not wait. You guys got better things to do. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll go right on up to 162.4.
Extended marine forecast for Newfoundland issued at 3:30 p.m.
So basically, she covers from 118 to 174 megahertz, and she can select between AM or FM. This is pretty cool, I have to admit.
At 22,000, temperature 11, dew point 3.
Anyway. Cool. So, we know what our frequency range is. So, as you've seen, the LCD was kind of iffy when I first turned her on. Give her a tap, and she comes back. So, yeah. I guess what we'll do first, I suppose, let's take our covers off and see what we see here. See if we see any obvious problems here. Okay, so first thing you see a mark on the panel. You see a capacitor here. So at some point in her life, a capacitor down here exploded. Yeah. Over voltage, hooked up backwards, Lord only knows. So I guess what we can do first is properly replace the electrolytic here. I'm not too fussy of having wire hanging like that, but no big deal. We'll see if we got a capacitor. What are they using here for our value anyway? She is 1000 UF 35 volt. Alright. So we'll get our proper capacitor stuff down there. Get her mounted. Have a soldered connection here. Whatever that was soldered to that for. Okay. Righty then. Let's take off the other cover and see what surprises we find under the cover, right? Alright, so this is the bottom of the TM-241. And we see a wire. It's definitely not a factory wire. In fact, when I looked at the other side, it's actually a loose wire. Connected to absolutely nothing. Okay. Why in the world would you do that? Or would they do that? Or so whoever. Well, you know, that piece of wire could be touching off the chassis, messing up the LCD. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove this wire. And for reference, it's connected to that there solder joint. So we're going to remove that wire right now. Alright, so I removed the old capacitor, pulled out the old wiring that was there, including this old white one. This is what was taken out of this radio. Thanks to Bill, I have an 8-pin plug now that I can put into this thing. So now what I do now is get the wiring code for that there microphone, the actual color code mic wiring code, so I can rewire it. Yeah. So I've had the radio running now for about an hour. No issues. Play has been normal. They haven't failed, as you can tell. The capacitor I changed out. I didn't like a capacitor just floating around in there. So I put 1000 UF 63 volt. That should be plenty, plenty high enough in voltage to handle whatever is coming through here. So I think what ended up happening, there could have been a 1000 UF 16 volt capacitor down here. That's what I'm thinking might have been. That's probably why she popped. She might have been in a mobile environment, starting the car, and of course voltage can spike. And if it spiked above 16 volts, poof, goes the capacitor. So there you have it. I'm going to put her together there now and call her done. The next video we'll do on her now will be on the microphone. Gotta figure out the wiring code for that first. But in regards to fixing up the inside of the radio and stuff of the Kenwood TM-241, she is done. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, folks, and we shall chat later. All the best.